To do, we're gonna go ahead and take off the pulley and the timing cover and go ahead and show you what's going on underneath. Check it out. So we've already removed the valve cover, and we're gonna be going after some of these other components like the VTEC solenoid, the pulleys, and the crank pulley. We're gonna go ahead and show you what socket to go ahead and use because it's not gonna be your normal socket. Also, this is where things get a little bit different because some of these bolts here on the side are not gonna be the same length all the way through, so it's good to make note which bolts come out where. I have a new development for you guys. As I was trying to spin this engine, I learned that it wasn't turning. As you can see, cylinder number 3 has completely rusted on the inside. So somehow moisture got in here and not in the other cylinders. So you can kind of dictate where the issue is actually falling into. Both cylinders 2 and 4 look clean, just like this. And cylinder 3 is the only one that looks like a rust bucket. So it's a good thing I went over and got that 4-piston block. So we're gonna go ahead and continue this tear down, show you some do's and don'ts on the timing cover. And then tomorrow, we'll go ahead and take the cylinder head off and see what we got. For the crank bolt, you're gonna normally wanna use a weighted socket just like this. This will actually give you the force and the weight to go ahead and use on your impact gun to go ahead and break those loose. As I'm taking these parts off and making sure I'm grabbing everything, I try to be extra thorough, but even then, I still forget a few things. I'll show you guys one here in a little bit. Once all the bolts have been removed, you can go ahead and start to remove the timing cover with a couple different ways. You want to go ahead and use a rubber mallet and pry tool. Again, not a lot of force needs to be applied. Let's go ahead and get this done. Take note of the overhang here on the timing cover, where you can go ahead and take your rubber mallet and go ahead and give it a few taps to go ahead and start the separation process. On the opposite side, on the front of the engine, there's another tab down here where you can go ahead and stick your pry tool and lightly crack it open. I'm taking my time working around the timing cover to go ahead and try to gingerly take it off as to not break off anything, and then I realized something. Guys, I almost forgot there's 3 of them at the very bottom. Don't do what I did and forget these 3. If I would have kept prying on this thing and broke the cover, that would have been very expensive and very annoying. I take it on the chin, correct my mistake, and I move on. I wanted to go ahead and put everything top dead center for you guys just to kind of show you what that looks like, but I couldn't do it because of the rust buildup inside the engine block that we saw earlier. So we're gonna go ahead and take the rest of this stuff off tomorrow. I'm gonna have more of these videos coming out a lot faster because I don't want the internals exposed to the moist air out here. So we're gonna take off the timing components, and then next we're gonna go ahead and remove the engine head and then go ahead and see if any of these head studs backed out.